Okay, I'm gonna start off with being honest. I don't play Tradelands nearly as much as I used to, but I just want to recall this really unique experience that I had back in Nassau a few months ago. Quite frankly, a lot of people think that I left the Nassau Navy because of the fact that I lost the election back then. But I just wanted to clear this up right now. This is definitely not true. I never once said that I left because I lost. It was just some speculation that people unanimously agreed on, and understandably so. Quite honestly, I had a lot of fun during the election. I got to witness a lot of shit in common. You guys were all being kind of funny and shit. And there was a lot of petty arguments. It was a fun time, actually, believe it or not. Okay, now back to what I was talking about. The reason I left was not the fact that I lost the election. In fact, I was even promised an easy officer position if I stayed in the Navy. It was more the fact that I really didn't like the faction itself. I feel like there was a lot of toxic stigma surrounding Nassau at the time. There kind of still is. And this is where we bring ourselves to Jayithicus. Okay, so basically, if you don't know who Jayithicus is, he's the Vice Admiral of Nassau Navy. He's known for people generally not liking him because of Navy stuff, but I'm here to show you about my experience with him. You see, I had known Jayithicus for almost a year by the time that Nassau was implemented. We were decent friends, I suppose. Then all of a sudden, Jay realized that I had a small chance to run for governor, and Jay didn't really like this. Jay immediately started to shit on me, and I responded that he shouldn't really do that, because, it's rude. He responded by saying that he wasn't really shitting on me, but actually claimed that by attacking me, he had deliberately ruined his own chances by making him take a swing at somebody else in the public eye, which makes you look like an idiot. As time went on during this election, Jay began to get more and more desperate with his claims. He began to take screenshots of what I said out of context and attempts to use things against me, one of which was the fact that I swore in one of my YouTube videos. Which is funny, because I swear in all my YouTube videos. During all this, I never once fought back against Jay deliberately. I pitied his efforts and basically took it straight up the ass. However, I did ask things such as, "Why are you acting like this?" And to which he would just respond, "I just want to win the election." He did this with a couple others too, because, other people ask why the fuck you're acting on a line. During the election, Jay would constantly state that I had no leadership experience, despite the fact that he himself did not have much leadership experience either. His resume kind of lacks, and the only thing he really argued for himself was the fact that he was governor of Silver Antlers once, and we all know about Silver Antlers. I mean, Jay even admitted to me in VC that he was a terrible governor of Silver Antlers and was kind of partially responsible for why it all fucked up. In terms of the Navy stuff, I'm not really here to shit on Jay for his capabilities as the Vice Admiral. However, that's where the majority of criticism stems from him in terms of the general public. You see, during this entire ordeal, I reminded Jay multiple times that we were friends and that he's acting out of line. Jay never truly acknowledged this fact, and he always saw his actions as justified in his eyes. In one instance, Jay cited a picture of a meme that somebody had made for me and said that joking about it was a big no. He then stated that he understands that what he did was bad, but what I did was worse, apparently. Jay also spread rumors about me during the election, claiming that I was paying pirates to vote for me and using an external Discord server where I was planning to rig the election. I immediately told Jay to stop because this was, false. It was a rumor. I also told him that the pirates were voting for me as a joke, because the game only counts votes from people in Nassau. It's a Nassau election. And then Jay was just like, "Yeah, I know, but the problem I have with it is that it's annoying." Like, what? In retrospective, I find it a little funny that Jay decided to accuse me of owning an external Discord for Nassau, when Jay, in fact, is in an external Navy Discord. You talk bad about your officers there, you talk about how you're not letting people go past a certain rank. It's a little ironic, isn't it? Apparently, Jayithicus has also been only promoting North American officers, which could possibly play into why he refused to promote a certain two people who were not North American. And he even seemed to leave when they both left, despite the clear loss of two officers in a single day. I mean, I don't really blame them for leaving. You refer to them as your skirmish scheduler. Skirmish scheduler. Schedulers. Referring to them as your skirmish schedulers. It's a little shitty of you. I asked one of the officers in question about the situation, and allegedly they had hosted 18 events in 2 months, which Jay still refused to promote him. This is seemingly due to the fact that there were only 2 active Europeans or Asians in the cell at the time. I'll show something that Jay can't do, and I'll put myself in the situation here. I understand Jay's thought process behind this decision, but I definitely think that invalidating an individual's skill based on their time zone is entirely unneeded. I believe that even if the faction of Asal was primarily based in North America, people could still attend the events, and would attend the events had they been hosted in an EU or Asian time zone. I wish that Jayithicus would truly acknowledge how he makes people feel, even if he doesn't like them. If somebody doesn't like what you're doing, and let you know directly, you should at least think about why they think that way. I didn't care that Jay was running against me, yet he personally attacked me, his friend, for running in the same election. I firmly believe that Jay struggles to see himself as a bad guy in a situation, and I think that's what the real issue is here. During the entire situation I had myself with Jay, I never once fought back. I gave this guy a free 50k out of my own pocket, and I even let him grind doubloons and reputation off of me while he AFK'd in port. You see, being a faction leader requires steady reputation, and grinding reputation through cargo trading is a very tedious and long process that takes many hours to complete. Especially the fact that we were rushing to get it done in one day, it was a very tasking process. You see, of all people, I believe that I definitely understand the painful process of trading, so I decided to let some of the Sal guys, including the other candidates, sit in AFK while I did the hard work. When Jayithicus kept taking shots at me, I brought this up in DM'd, to which he didn't really give a shit. I told him to stop slandering me multiple times, to which he said he never truly did. I DM'd him, telling him to stop again, and acted like it was all I had to say, basically implying that I had never told him to stop before. And by the way, it wasn't all I had to say, because you never truly stopped bad-talking me. Unrelated, but still kind of related, in TLO Common not that long ago, Jay complained about losing and went to blame 2 other people. So somebody asked if you spot-checked glowies, and then you said, of course I did. Someone didn't listen. Jay, you never spawned the ship in the 10 minutes you had. I got told the war server code at the last minute. Down here, I already know it's my fault. Like, what? What? You just said that it was their fault, some random crewman's fault, and now when you finally get caught being a little... You know what? It's my fault. Yeah, of course. Jay's the Vice Admiral, so he should be taking accountability for his losses, and probably not be blaming his low ranks here. I confronted him about it, and he literally changed his whole mindset to, it's my fault, it doesn't take a genius to see. Like, what? You just blamed 2 other people. You see, the reason why I made this video was not exactly to start anything within the Navy drama. I just wanted to expose Jay's corruption and bitchiness. Jay has been an ass to those within his own Navy, and to me, who was originally his good friend. You see, I gave Jay nothing but support, and he did nothing but insult and degrade me. I hope this is a wake-up call for Jay in the future, and I want him to think about the implications of his actions more. His actions really can't go unnoticed, and that's why I decided to make this video for the rest of you all to see.